Welcome back to Rise Up Africa. This is our newspaper review segment. I'm having a fine gentleman here. I can see two gentlemen on my far right here. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Gideon Oforiasi.
Gideon Oforiasi, and
I'm Ernest Dawuni.
Ernest Dawuni. Those are my crew members for this segment. All right, so what do we have? What are the papers saying?
Interestingly, this morning on Daily Guide, the front page says Cecilia Dapa fights Office of Special Prosecutor again over a second attempt to seize cash.
Okay, so Cecilia Dapa fights OSP. Is she hungry now? She has a lot of cash,
She's actually not hungry.
Okay.
Let's go into it a little bit. What Cecilia Dapa says. The graphic says the former Minister for the Sanitation and Water Resources, Ms. Cecilia Abina Dapa, has filed an affidavit at the High Court challenging the OSP, which is the Office of Special Prosecutor, a second attempt to secure an order confirming the seizure of money discovered in her home. So it's an interesting one.
Okay, that is interesting. All right, so what do we have next?
So I think I have the Daily Graphic here.
The Daily Graphic.
One of my favorite papers.
Oh, okay.
And it says that achieving economic stability, efficient tax utilization is key.
Who is saying that?
And that is Professor Bokin at Graphic Business X Spaces Dialogue.
Oh, wow. So, achieving economic stability. So, our taxes have to be used well.
That is it. I think that's been the issue. I mean, leadership has to address. Yes, there are a lot of people who are not paying taxes, but the concern is when we pay taxes, we don't see what you use it for.
Okay.
So what's the need to pay?
Okay.
Some people's argument has always been the fact that our taxes have not been very much utilized.
Okay.
And I think this is properly made. And then another issue is
in the same Daily Graphic.
Yeah, on the same Daily Graphic.
Okay.
Energy Minister calls for sub-regional energy transition policy. I think it's also very...
Read that again.
Energy Minister calls for sub-regional energy transition policy. Sub-regional energy policy transition.
If our light bills, our utility bills will come down, we'll be very happy if after that meeting.
Okay. And
all right.
The last one on the Daily Graphic.
On the Daily Graphic, okay.
Property rates portal accrues 20 million Ghana cedis in 3 months.
Property rate?
Yes.
Oh, then people are paying.
Yes, 20 million Ghana cedis in 3 months. So that also goes to support the utilization of our tax funds and all of that.
Tax funds. Okay.
So if we are receiving this amount of monies and then we're not seeing development as we expect, there's a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, so okay.
I think we that shouldn't be the only way. I like the update on that because people are paying. That's fine. All right. So I have the Daily Statement. So the Daily Statement says Akufo-Addo to reshuffle ministers very soon. All right. So that's very interesting. And at long last,
I think there's need for that because some of the ministers have resigned too.
They have resigned?
But you're aware,
okay, so the agric minister.
Very good.
Okay.
So there's need to reshuffle, look into what needs to be done, at least for the short period that's left for this government to.
Is this not too late? Why should it? Because we are expecting this so many years back. We have to do this. But
governments can actually do their best given any short period.
Okay.
Depending on a team that they build. And I think that the reshuffling, people have called on that.
We have called.
And so, it's not easy to just take these decisions. It takes a lot of processes and all of that.
So, reshuffling?
But
it's the big man at the top. Or guy at the top. If I say, I know you are not performing well, people are not getting food to eat, and the agri products are not coming. So I can say, you go back to the Bola ministry, and then you come here.
He was
Is it not easy to do?
Well, it's easier said than done. You know, from this politics.
Gideon, do you have any takes on this?
Yeah, from my personal perspective,
Yeah.
I think we really need to revisit our constitution.
Okay.
There's some of the things that it talks about ministerial appointees and
No,
all that.
do you say no? You said we revisit who?
The
Constitution.
Yes.
Aha. Okay.
The
Okay.
Constitution, or
All right.
how appointments are made. You see, it is all believed that the current government has surrounded himself with family and friends. Well, he doesn't know me. I'm not expecting him to pick me as his minister. But then the reality is, if you have your cousin in your administration,
Okay.
and it's not performing, sometimes it is
difficult
for you to even.
I know where you are coming from. But
your cousin.
That's a very difficult issue for us to talk about now.
Oh, very difficult.
Yes, because it has been a controversial issue
Okay.
all over this while, and I think that it needs a lot of perspectives and analysis.
Well, this
perspective and analysis.
Yes.
But who is the finance minister?
Well, I know
Who is the finance minister?
I'm not trying to single out the person. What I'm trying to say, that is why I said the constitution needs to be revisited.
Yeah.
Because it's happening in this government.
What do you think the
whatever
constitution
government comes in again also does the same thing.
Okay.
Because it was also believed that when it was the term of His Excellency former President Mahama, he was also surrounded himself by his family and friends.
Is it the problem of the constitution?
So if the constitution is specific about certain things,
that don't use your cousins, don't use your brother.
Yes, even if it is your family, they are even the best. You could not use up to certain number. We put a cap. Let's say, okay, you have the opportunity to appoint whoever you want to, but then direct drag line, you shouldn't take more than, let's say, 20% in your government.
Okay.
Yes. If we put these measures in place, it will prevent some of these attitudes. Because for all you know, the people who form the cabinet, who advises the president, they are mostly linked to all these ministers the government appointed. And they are the same people who would advise the president that do this and don't do that. And these ministers are having direct links with these.
So they are party people.
Yes. So it is like different meat in the same pot that I also eat from. So it becomes difficult for me to be very specific. This one, let me give you an candidate. Somebody said, say, one coin enye da enchini nimu anusi into me nkana. It's translated this way. If your soup is not tasty, if there is no salt, can't we complain either? So that is what is happening in this country. One, the person is not either qualified to do whatever thing he is doing. We cannot say. Yet, whilst we cannot talk about the things that his ability of handling the issue, the problems that the person is even creating, we cannot also talk about the problems he's creating for us.
All right. So the two of you, do you want us to change the constitution?
The constitution. I don't in this regard. I don't think there's anything wrong with the constitution. People have called on a review of the constitution.
There's nothing wrong.
On certain
all right
which I don't have
all right, my time is limited. My time is limited. You guys I don't know whether you don't. Do you also think, Gideon, do you think the constitution is a problem to this nation?
It needs overhauling. In fact, we have to do a lot of things about the constitution.
All right,
we don't need a total change, but it needs a lot of review.
All right, that's fine.
Interesting coming in. I just want to wrap up with this.
Okay,
breaking news.
Breaking news.
Yes, the Independent graphics. The Independent. It says that Kolebu had to increase dialysis fees due to challenges in acquiring medical equipment, said by Professor Frimpong.
How?
So
how? A device that we will use to heal ourselves, you put tax on it.
Yes.
But people who are producing car, they've gotten free duty free. Oh, are we normal? What is it?
I don't want us to run away without looking at this topical issue that's been
Where? Which one?
The Daily Dispatch.
Okay.
And it's also on the Daily Analyst. So I just found them out. It says that UTV studio invasion, GJA statement missed the point. That was
Kojo Obokuma
speaking. And you know that this issue has been a topical issue in the media. And then the Daily Analyst also says that attack on UTV, arrest and prosecute all perpetrators. That's GJA's statement.
So are we committed in fighting this? Because so many scandals that there've not been any results.
I think here we see upon Kuma, you know,
explaining with words,
battling the issue. I mean, the statement issued by GJA.
Yes,
which I find strange because this minister was once a journalist.
Yes, you are part of us
who should protect journalists' rights.
And,
you know, support the works we do.
Okay,
how can people invade a whole studio because of something that one said that you don't agree with? I don't think it is. We are in a civilized country.
Try to play words with it.
You know, we don't have to compromise on this. It's wrong, and let's say it is wrong. Let's know what to do about it. And any statement against what GJA said, I think it's not.
Yes, I side with you because it's bad. It's bad. Look, hooligans. People just go into a media house and then just do anything, and nobody's they can't arrest. The security is sitting down. Well, let's see how it goes. All right. So the last one, I think we have to take our last point. Do you have anyone there? Then we can move on to
graphic business.
Graphic business.
High tariff bills rates. No threat to debt sustainability. And that is in line with IMF expectations. So there have been some adjustments in that regard.
Okay.
And then 30 companies and individuals honored at 10th Made in Ghana Awards.
Oh, whoa! I love this. Anything made in Ghana.
So paving way for economic prosperity in Ghana's crypto landscape. I don't know whether you love cryptocurrency.
You know, I love crypto. But I still have a little problem, you know,
because it is not regulated.
It's not regulated, and
by the Bank of Ghana yet.
Yes, so I have a little.
The crypto practitioners are calling for the Bank of Ghana to come and review them, and then get some taxes from, which I think is a good call, and the government should heed to that.
The government will make money. Yeah, very huge. Yes.
As a people and all of that.
Let's do away with cash. Do away with cash.
Yeah.
Yes.
And in the same business news, Ghana's total export earnings dropped by 8.9%.
Oh,
what's the source?
What's the source?
The source is GPN, Ghana Business News.
Okay.
Ghana Business News.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So read the headlines again.
It says Ghana's total export earnings.
The total export. Yes. Okay, that's good.
The earnings we are getting from the total export has been dropped by 8.9%.
Hey.
Wow. So
our dialysis machine, we can't buy it. People will still die in the hospitals. Yes. Our roads, we can't do them. Hospitals, look, our schools, children will still sit under trees. Oh my God, what is going? Oh God, help us. Why? All right, so because of time, our newspaper review, we will end it here. Thank you so much, guys. I would like to see you once again in the next show. All right, so we will go for a short commercial break. When we are back, sports. Keep watching.